Now the backyard area was a massive undertaking. Biggest outdoor project I've ever done. So when you can see some of the before pictures where we had the old beams that were falling apart, this was not a safe place to raise a family, not a safe place for my kids to run around. Now you can see up here, we've got a nice cooking area that's overlooking the entire backyard. Got the black stone laid out. So anytime that we're gonna chop up and do some quick grilling outside of the kitchen, it's a quick hop to the outside area. And down here is the location where the entire backyard was falling apart. We had to start with 100 feet of retaining wall because the old railroad ties that were in place were literally deteriorating. They were falling apart, and a 5-foot difference in elevation was being compromised. So we brought the crew in, started with the 100 feet of retaining wall, and after getting that far already, we figured we might as well take this thing to the finish line. Now the backyard area was a massive undertaking. Biggest outdoor project I've ever done. So when you can see some of the before pictures where we had the old beams that were falling apart, this was not a safe place to raise a family, not a safe place for my kids to run around. So what we did was we replaced it, put the concrete and the brick in place so we'd have a rock solid support system. And once we had the areas blocked off, you've got the top area for hosting and you've got the bottom area, which is super nice to sit down. You can throw on a football game, hang outside, smoke some cigars with the boys, whatever have you. But it really allowed us to focus on outside spaces. So after the retaining wall was in place, the crew came in and they rolled out the stamped concrete. Now stamped concrete is a little bit different than your traditional concrete because after they have the layer of concrete in place, they bring some stamps that they set on top of it, and it gives it some nice grooves that gives it a lot more character than just laying a flat slab of concrete. And if you look at the area, we've got a lot of space to utilize here. So again, we've got the top deck, which is really nice for hosting company. You've got an area that you can enjoy dinner, and you've got the bottom area where we've got a play area on one side, and we've got the lounge. We call it the investor lounge on the other side because this is actually a space where we will host events and masterminds where we can have a network of investors get together and just talk about investor stuff. One of my favorite things to do. And the backside, another interesting area, but you can see we're looking out into almost an acre of nature area. Great place where you can post up, have a little fire pit, share some kumbaya moments. Pets can run around, do whatever you want. Just a great area to really max out and enjoy privacy right in the middle of town, but you'd never know that we're here. Now this is by far one of the funnest projects that we have undertaken because it gave me an opportunity to bring my vision to life. I could literally create the architecture. So I drew out the site plans, laid everything out where it was going to be, and I had time to really think about it and meditate on the way that I wanted to create this outdoor living space. Now, one of the coolest things about this story is that real estate is a vehicle. It's not everything, but it is a vehicle that can take you where you are now and put you where you want to be. The coolest, memorable part about this experience for myself is that this house that we just happened to find on a probate list is now the house where my entire family lives. It's an area that I can build memories, create legacy, and curate an environment that's safe, that's family friendly, and a place that we can really call home. If you want to learn how to build this type of legacy, click the link below. Let's connect. I'll see you on the other side.